Good afternoon. I'm Rocky Capozzi, and on behalf of Alaska Public Media and the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation, welcome to Hangar Flying. This afternoon and for the next couple of segments, our guest is going to be Gary Bennett. Gary is a well-known avionics technician here in the Anchorage area, and our subject's going to be Automatic Dependent Surveillance Broadcast, or ADS-B. Gary, what is ADS-B?
ADS-B, as you said, Automatic Dependent Surveillance Broadcast, really is a modern-day transponder. It's designed to replace the current radar transponder system over time, and it's just a more accurate, more reliable system for flight following, and also includes the ability for the people who want to use ADS-B in to be able to receive traffic and a weather picture for around them.
Okay, so you brought up a whole other subject there, but so what are the components then of ADS-B in an airplane? You mentioned ADS-B in, but
Right.
What else is there?
Right. So the main components for an ADS-B system would be ADS-B transceiver, which could basically be something that mounts in the panel to replace a transponder, or it can be a remote mounted box. And it depends, there's a lot of options for people depending on the equipment that they currently have. The two major components though is a receiver transmitter box that handles the ADS-B signal, and then also a certified WASP position source, because the way ADS-B works is it actually squits your position. So that it is a certified box that you can count on the position being proper.
Okay. So does the ADS-B device communicate directly with other ADS-B airplanes, or does it go through air traffic control machinery and then back to you?
Mm-hmm.
What's the method of working? And
good question, because basically all of the above. So with the ADS-B boxes that are being installed in aircraft now, they basically can communicate with each other. So you're not dependent so much on the ground station. When you get into a radar environment, the ADS-B system in your aircraft can pick up an uplink from air traffic and add to its traffic picture transponder equipped aircraft.
And that's if you have an ADS-B in installation.
That's
is that
correct.
Okay, so there's two basic options here: out only or out and in.
That's correct.
And in the next, as we move along in the segments, we'll talk about both of those things. So let me ask you this, Gary, from a pilot perspective, does the ADS-B out offer you anything that a current mode C transponder, when I say you, does it offer a pilot some advantage over a current mode C transponder?
If we're talking about ADS-B out only,
right.
Right now, the only advantage would be that somebody with ADS-B in would be able to see you. Other than that, it's pretty transparent as far as ATC is concerned.
Okay, all right, very good. We got two components then, it sounds like, or possibilities: ADS-B in or ADS-B in and out. What are the pieces of equipment that are required, for instance, to support ADS-B out?
Okay, so there's a mandate for equipage for ADS-B in certain airspace, and that mandate is for ADS-B out.
Okay.
And so what you're looking at is going to be supplementing your existing transponder or changing your existing transponder system out to comply with the mandate.
Okay, so, but as far as equipment is concerned, there's a box, some kind of box, right? And you said earlier that you have to have a WASP GPS source?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And let's see, what else would that involve then? If you don't have any current WASP GPS installed, then you're going to have to buy a box that has that as part of it, or?
Correct. So there's some options to have. If you already have a certified WASP navigator, you could use that position source.
Okay.
The other choice would be to possibly buy a system that has the WASP built in or add a remote WASP box to it.
Okay. So then if we look at that and we say, nope, we want ADS-B in and out, what else then do we add to the mix as far as equipment required in the airplane?
Good question, and I get that a lot. And what you really want to do is decide early on if you want to have ADS-B in, because sometimes it's not easy to add to your system if you've already equipped with a certain type of ADS-B out.
Okay.
And a lot of systems now have, there are some systems that do have a building block approach, and most of the ones we're doing are basically already an in and out solution.
I understand. Okay, Gary, well, this has been a good introductory to this subject, and we're going to continue on our next couple of segments. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Hangar Flying.